while patrolling the morgue. The man suddenly noticed that one of the corpses had mysteriously vanished. A shadowy figure passed by, prompting him to nervously investigate. To his shock, he discovered a female corpse lying in the elevator. Although it was unclear when she got there, the security guard was deeply frightened, and the elevator doors suddenly closed on their own. He tried to call for help, but when he turned back, he was horrified to see the elevator doors reopen and the corpse was gone. Terrified by what he had just witnessed, he ran out of the building, but just as he reached the roadside, he was accidentally hit by an oncoming car and lost consciousness. He was taken to the hospital for treatment. Soon, a police officer was assigned to investigate the case. He arrived at the morgue and learned that the missing body belonged to a wealthy woman who had just died suddenly that afternoon. At that moment, her husband Jack was passionately kissing his lover when he received a call from the police station about the missing corpse. He panicked. He left Annie behind and rushed to the scene alone. In the interrogation room, the officer questioned Jack about his wife's death. Jack responded calmly and in great detail, showing no signs of grief. This raised the officer's suspicion, as it was clear Jack no longer loved his wife. Jack tried to leave the police station but was stopped by the officer. Suddenly, the lights in the hallway began to flicker, and then the entire building was plunged into darkness. The officer told Jack to return to the interrogation room. Moments later, a loud noise came from the direction of the morgue. Jack went to check and found a box on the bookshelf. Inside were some of his wife's personal belongings and an empty pouch. He then noticed a storage locker nearby had somehow opened. When he approached it, he discovered a bottle of poison inside. Jack was shocked. Why would poison show up here? Earlier that morning, Jack had secretly dripped the poison into his wife's drink while she wasn't looking. He watched her drink it and then left, believing she would die shortly after. The poison was colorless and tasteless and would cause sudden death in a short time. Jack never thought she could come back to life, but what puzzled him was why the bottle of poison had reappeared here. Suddenly, the power came back on. In a panic, Jack stuffed the poison bottle into his pocket. The officer entered the room and noticed the open box. He saw that the phone in the pouch was missing and suspected Jack had taken it. He demanded Jack hand it over. Reluctantly, Jack emptied his pockets one by one except for the bottle of poison. Still suspicious, the officer conducted a full search and found the bottle. Jack claimed he had just found it, but the officer was no longer convinced.